Hey folks, this is Matt aka Slash, and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. I've done some off-camera mucking about with my spacecraft design. I completely scrapped the docking test design, started again from scratch, trying to use some of the lessons that I have learned over the past couple of episodes. Ooh, it's nighttime. I also went ahead and went into the Space Center and aborted the stage that was just floating around up there, essentially self-destructing it. So we're more or less starting from scratch. But we are going to attempt to take up Dancer 1. Because they dance around in orbit, see? And we're going to send Bill, Jebediah, and Bob up. They're all going to be in the command pod to start. And just in case of problems. And we're going to see if we can have a bit more success this time around. So let's get this ship loaded up onto the launch pad. And good luck to them. Now we have a few steps that we're going to take before we start here. Okay, first of all, I figured out what was going on with the docking previously. It's because I did not have an actual command pod here. The hitchhiker container doesn't count. So I wasn't able to properly separate everything that I needed to with the docking port. And the docking port that I put on there was also too big. So that's no good. And the other thing that we're going to do, and I don't remember if I had done this last time or not, but we're going to lock the gimbals on these outer engines because all 5 of these gimbals sort of competing to adjust tend to shake the ship apart. So we're just going to gimbal with the one in the middle. And hopefully we have a bit better luck this time. We're also going to do our gravity turn a bit differently. Based on what I was reading online, we should gravity turn fairly steep, like a 45-degree angle, somewhere between the 10 and 20 kilometer mark. So we're going to try for that as well. Going to throttle up here to about a little over 2/3 just to start. Right about there looks good. Put the SAS on. And good luck to you guys as we are launching in 3, 2, 1, ignition. And we have liftoff of Dancer 1 from the pad here in the middle of the Kerbal night. And we got a little bit of a roll going on here, but we're gonna just ignore it for now. This design is fairly similar to the previous design, I think. But for the change up in the command module there, and I don't know if I had lights on the old one. I've got lights up here in any case. A little bit of overheat, I'm okay with that. We're about ready to lose 2 of our boosters. Now, I put little rockets on them. You see how they kind of flipped away there? I put little rockets on them to kind of push them away from the ship. And that seems to have helped quite a bit with the staging. So that's nice. It seems like the SAS is now correcting our roll here, bringing us back around to our original orientation. And so far, so good. Ship's looking good, albeit dark. Here in our middle of the night launch. Just gonna keep the throttle right where it's at. Pretty happy with our rate of descent. Basically anything over this 100 mark up here for vertical velocity is fine by me. For less than that on takeoff, then there might be a problem. Alright, we're going to start our gravity turn. Right now, we're going to kick over along this 90-degree line if possible. Oh, let's go ahead and drop those off before we do too much else. Ooh, no, we got a lot of roll. Okay, get over there. Oh, wow. This thing is lumbering along pretty badly. Let's get back on track here, right about there. Looks good. Alright. Ship seems to be compensating now. The gimbal is active on this one, correct? This thing keeps getting in the way. Yeah, gimbal is free. Alright, let's check our orbital map view and see how we're doing on our ascent. Apoapsis, 32,000 meters and climbing. Pretty happy with that. Still got a good rate of ascent there. Doing alright. I'm not happy with all the shaking that it's doing, rocking back and forth on this heading. I'm not sure what's causing that. I'm gonna try just flashing the SAS real quick by pressing and releasing F, and we'll see if that helps it stabilize at all. That seems to have helped a little bit. We got sunrise about to happen over here. Look at that. We're heading right for it. How is our map looking? 40,000? Gonna keep this 45-degree angle until we have a good apoapsis. We're gonna boost the throttle up a bit here. Whoa, that overheat came up real fast. I'm guessing because we're still mostly in atmosphere. We're going to be losing this stage here very soon. Let that go. Throttle up the whole way. And let that clear for a second. There we go. Nice. 50,000. Still doing pretty well. Now hopefully we don't have to use too much of this fuel to get into an orbit. Because ideally we would get, we'd make our lunar injection burn with this stage as well, because this is the one that the command module is connected to. 55. Not liking our rate of ascent there. Not sure what we can do about that really, though. Let's go ahead and keep the resource map up on this view, and we'll just track this. Bring the ball up as well, and when we get that to 70,000, we're going to go ahead and pitch down to the horizon. Like so. Right about there. Thank you very much. And we're going to work on widening that orbit into an orbit. So now it's just waiting for the periapsis to pop out the other side. Now let's see, we started that right around the 75,000 mark. I'm curious to see what our orbit actually gets up to by the time it's elongated, because we might be able to adjust our efficiency there a little bit by pitching over at a lower number. So far, so good. I'm not sure what our orbital velocity has to be to actually attain one. Oh wow, that's getting up there pretty high. And I I think when we hit 100,000, cut it off. Alright, we're going to put in another burn right about that point. We're still on a ballistic trajectory, but I think at this point we'll just wait for the apoapsis for our fuel efficiency purposes here. There we go. That would be 102 by 99. I'd be very happy with an orbit of that variety. So we're going to pitch down to our marker here. Saying 7 seconds for the burn? That's not very long at all. But that probably makes sense. Alright, let's line that up. Perfect. Right there looks good. And we can fast forward a little bit. Jeb's having a grand old time. Bill and Bob are concerned that they're still on a crash course trajectory. Alright, we're going to go down to normal time here. Let's grab ourselves an orbital view. Looking good, looking good. I think we're going to go ahead and burn right about the 7-second mark. T-minus 7 seconds, I should say. And go ahead. Good timing on the burn, I think. Perfect. Let's see how that ended up looking. Pretty darn close to what we had planned for. Our actual orbit is 99 by 104. Alright, guys. Well done. Well done. Applause all around. Excellent. We have a vessel in orbit. Okay. So, next step, we gotta get Commander Jebediah out of this ship and into the other one. So let us locate the hatch here. Is this the hatch? No. Ah, there's the hatch. So we got a hatch there. And there on the other side. So we'll come out on the night. Alright, so we'll put you EVA. Alright, and letting go. Here's our ultimate destination right there, the moon. That's where we want to try and get to after this. Alright, yeah, look at Jeb, man! He's loving it! It's like, wow. This is so cool. Alright, Jeb, let's get your jetpack on. Pulse up. And away we go. And I believe, yep, that's our destination right there. Grab. Oh, inboard. There. Okay, that'll work. I'll take it. Alright, so in here we have... Stop doing that. In here, there we go. We got Jebediah Kerman. And up here, There it is, up here. Oh, Bill and Bob Kerman off the side of the screen. So, next step, let's go ahead and decouple the two ships. Fantastic. Put the RCS on, and we'll just get ourselves a little bit of momentum away here. Gorgeous. And slow to a parking speed. Now we'll switch over to the command module under the capable pilot ship of Jebediah Kerman. And now the part of this that we needed to do is, now that we have someone in command here, we can go to this docking port and we can say decouple node. And that causes this fairing here to separate. So now we have this piece of debris, unfortunately, between us. I'm not sure. I need to do a test, but I think that you can probably get away with not having the decoupler at all, and just having the ship, like, attach right to this docking port, and then decouple the ship by doing that procedure that I just did there. So I'll have to try that on the next ship. But let's cycle back over here. And let's get the RCS on here as well, and we'll back away from the fairing. Perfect. And what is our orientation here? If I pulse sideways here, okay, that's actually down. So let me try changing camera views. Chase mode. It's still gonna... Whoops. No! Oh, jeez. Oh no! Oh no! I hit the wrong button. Oh! Oh, Jeb just killed himself. Oh. Oh, and he pretty much killed these guys too. Oh no. Yeah, I'd be worried too, guys. Oh my gosh. Okay. That's a big problem. Oh man. I accidentally hit shift and rocketed right into all of that. Oh, wow. Wait, is he still out there? Because that says Dancer 1 Lander. Hold on. Is he still... Oh my gosh, he's... Whoa. Okay, that's better. Okay, that's an RCS thruster. That's an RCS thruster. Okay, that's back to the ship. Okay, Jeb's not out there anywhere. Dang it. Well, what do you guys have on you? Do you even have RCS at this point? Or was that blown away? You got nothing. Alright, wow. Alright, well, if you've got absolutely nothing, then what we gotta do here, other than SAS, obviously, what we gotta do is we gotta go ahead and we got to open this shield in preparation for a rescue mission. We're just gonna have to send another ship up and dock with this and try and get Bill and Bob home.